Well, hello there, Gemini. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about November. November is going to be a month that has 4 weeks in it, so we'll have 4 columns of cards and 3 rows representing the different weeks of the month, as well as where we are, what's blocking us, when our solution is, which is what I normally do for the overview. At the end of this video, we'll go ahead and go in depth at the very first week of November, which is, of course, the 2nd through the 8th. All right? So let's go ahead and light a candle and get some good vibes going here. All right? This is that beautiful chakra candle. It's got all the beautiful, lovely colors, and it is doing a fantastic job of maintaining the lovely energy within this reading, so I appreciate it very much, and I'm going to set it down right there. Let's go ahead and get you a guiding card for the month. This will be a card that we'll check back in with once a week, every time we come back and do another reading, going in depth on each week, remembering what your theme for the month is. All right, so this card represents that theme, and we're using the Mythic Tarot for that. So I'll go ahead and show you what's going on down here. We have all these decks have been pre-programmed for you, so I'm ready to go. Let's go ahead and get you this card. What do we need for Gemini for this month? It's right here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and set these aside. Right there. Now then, your guiding card is the 5 of Cups. Ooh, you have a month full of paying attention to past relationships and remembering those lessons so that we don't keep repeating them, okay? So there will be a lot of looking back this month, but it doesn't really surprise me because there's a lot of other stuff going on this month that has to do with relationships. Let's go ahead and talk about that. My guides have some really great messages for us. Hi. My guides have some really great messages for us this month, all about how we are going to be paying attention to our relationships within our world. So it's business relationships, it's our friends, our family, our loved ones, our personal life partners. We want to build those bonds and create kinship, and these are things that we're weaving like a cloak of bonds and relationships that we can hold close to us when things get a little hanky, right? So we want to know where we can go, when we need to get there, and how that we will be in safe spaces and we'll be taken good care of, okay? It's good. We will be able to bond with one another as we go, all right? Nice. The other thing to know that my guides want us to remember is that if we stay busy this month and stay focused on our tasks, we can and we will get things done and be productive, even as things go a little wonky on the outside. We want to remain focused. That is, if you're not people who are immediately affected by the things going on wonky on the outside, believe you me, those people who are dealing with those situations on the outside that are wonky, I want you to know I'm here with you. You're in my heart. I feel for you in every which way I can, and I know that you're up for the task, okay? Stay vigilant, stay caring, stay true to who you are in your heart, and you won't go wrong, okay? Don't let hate rule. That's never going to work, okay? So take good care. I'm with you, and yes, we're here, okay? All right, so Gemini, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading, all right? Let's go into the cards. All right, so we have this, the Tempest deck is right here. I'm going to use this Morgan-Greer Tarot to get a mystery card for us. This is a card we'll look at the end of the reading. It'll help tie things together and give more meaning to what's going on, all right? Or even just an extra answer to the situation. Let's go ahead and get a mystery card for you, Gemini. Nope, this is the one. All right. We'll set it over here by Woody, our little tortoise friend. He's going to keep an eye on that and make sure it stays safe. All right. Now then, we'll set that card deck right there. Let's use this and lay out the cards for this month. All right. So we have the 4 columns, as we talked about before. And we'll have 3 rows. The first row is, of course, where we are. The second row is what's blocking us. And the third row is our solution. I want to remind you that this reading, if it finds you, is intended for you. It is your sun, moon, or rising. Absolutely, this is for you. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this would be a great time to do so. Lovely. Now then, let's move in and talk about the 2nd through the 8th. Each week we'll go in through, and then we'll come back to this at the end. All right, so let's get into it. For the 2nd through the 8th, Gemini, we have you with the Knight of Cups. You're fighting for your heart's desire at this time. Whatever you care about the most, you're going to stand up and fight for it, okay? Don't be alarmed. You will have company. You are not doing it alone. Interestingly, there will not be a door that opens for you. You are blocked from having a door opening for you right now. So wherever you are is where you are, okay? There will be no escape hatch. No wonder you need to stand up and fight. Good for you. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is saying that your solution is listening for new information about ways to make more money. Interesting that anyway, that's one of those possibilities that this could be a way to solve your issues, all right? Because you're fighting for your heart's desire, which may be more money. Ha-ha. And then you might get this opportunity, which will be the solution, all right? But currently, where you are is where you are. And for this week specifically, don't think about running through doors, okay? Next week over, we're talking about the 9th through the 15th. And the 9th through the 15th is talking about the King of Pentacles. There's a gentleman who is very much about the money, who is going to be paying attention to every little detail about what's going on with the finances. He wants to know where things are at and what's going on financially. He's going to be the one who's celebrating every time he makes a good win. Did I tell you how much I paid for my car? Especially when he gets a good deal. He's going to be excited to share that deal. Okay? So pay attention to who this fella is in your life. It could be a woman with male energy, but do be aware that it's a robust intensity about the money situation. So keep that in mind. They will be playing a part for you in this week of the 9th through the 15th. Your intuition will be off. You will be blocked by your gut reactions. So you may have a lot of interesting reactions to the people around you and the stuff going on around you. And you're like, and you're going to want to pull back, right? I just want you to know that you should not trust your gut right now. Your gut's going to be off. So it's not telling you the truth. If you can, like, go eat something, it'll help you feel better. Maybe you're having a hungry tummy. But here, this card here is talking about your solution for this week. And it is the 3 of Swords. And it's all about getting new empowering information that you need to keep to yourself because it's just for you and you alone. All right? Very cool. All right. So now then, let's talk about the 16th through the 22nd. On the 16th through the 22nd, we're looking at how there's going to be a situation for you where you can finish one project and then move on to another. You're working on making big plans, okay? So whatever this is, you're working towards dreams and goals. Everything here is turning into a situation of like finishing one stage and moving on to the next. So it could be like you got the house stuccoed and now you've let that dry and now you're ready to move on to the painting project, right? So finishing one cycle and moving on to the next. So it could all be to do with small stuff or big stuff, but you're definitely moving forward in the process, and I love that for you this week. That is good news. And of course we have what's blocking you for this week is the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords is you so normally feeling blocked in your power, but of course we're dealing with it in sort of a reverse situation and not necessarily feeling blocked, but you're definitely not in a position to fix it either. So you can't get yourself more in control of a situation. You're blocked from making it happen, okay? Even if you did make it like your boss's idea, your boss would take the idea and put his name on it, and you would see nothing of it, okay? So just keep yourself calm in that situation and let him be himself. We have this situation where your solution is he's going to put you in charge of something anyway, but it'll probably be a big mess, and you need to sort of delegate things and take over the situation in a very cool way, a little at a time, delegating stuff to other people so it's not all on your own personal shoulders. And that would be a smart choice, okay? Because you've definitely done a lot in that area before, and it will become what it's supposed to be, okay? So good for you. Well done. This card here is talking about how on the 23rd through the 29th, where you're at is going to be the Queen of Wands. The lady who has very grounded, has great ideas, very chillaxed, very not upset about whatever's going on. You're really like sitting on your throne and watching it all unfold in front of you as planned. Because you delegated everything to everybody else, you get to sit on the throne and point, right? Oh, and you guys do that over there, and then you guys do that over there. And that looks great. That's a little to the left, okay? But that's it. You're not going to do a whole lot of personal moves. You're going to be managing your crew, all right? And I think it will be very lovely. Okay, very nice. You will be, what's blocking you this week is fighting for your worth and value in the mix. You won't be in you won't be in a position to make more money or gather more information about ways to make more money. This is not happening at all. You're definitely in a situation where you're just going to get what you get, and that's it, okay? Nice. And realize, of course, though, your solution shows that you're going to have a nice foundation in finance anyway, so I feel like you may have thought you won't be able to ask a bunch of people for money, but they will indeed hand you money anyway. You won't be in a position to ask for it, but they may hand it to you, okay? So don't be alarmed. Whatever your expenses were won't be for naught. You will be taken care of, and I think that's kind of cool, all right? Cool. All right. Now then, let's go ahead and set these cards aside. As we like to do, we will come back to them in other videos so that we'll see these again, all right? These will be the basis of the weeks as we move forward, all right? Because that is what we do. We go forward and it's good. So let's see these cards here. All right. Now we're going to go in deeper on this first week of November, the 2nd through the 8th, and we will use the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot, and it will give us more information. All right? Perfect. So let's talk about what's going on. So we started this week talking about how where you are is the Knight of Cups. So you're fighting for your heart's desire. So you're asking people for help and asking them to do what they're supposed to do. Come on, man, let's do this. You're like, okay. They're getting mixed reactions so far. You will have enough people together that you will be able to rally the troops. So this is good. So enough people are starting to listen that so-and-so, is so-and-so doing it? Okay, well, I want to do it. Cool, cool, cool. So little by little, people are catching on and wanting to be a part of. So it's great. It is really turning into a lovely experience, and I love that you're going to have the support you feel like you want. That is good news. Do use good judgment in the situation in who you decide to delegate certain things to. Be decisive, be clear, and make sure that each person knows what their responsibility is. And then try and make sure you have like a three-headed thing here so that if one head gets lost, the whole beast doesn't die, right? So delegate, but know that you'll want to use good judgment in knowing we'll always be covered no matter what, all right? Because things could go funny, all right? So this card here is talking about how, where you're blocked, and you said we were talking about doorways opening or opportunities not opening for you at this time. So you may be having a hard time nailing things down and getting things straightened away because you don't have quote unquote proper head count or whatever. You're not feeling informed enough to make an informed decision, so you're blocked from making bigger decisions, and that's a real pain in the neck. I'm sorry about that. We have the Page of Pentacles showing new information about ways to make more money will be blocked right now, so you're not going to be making any new information. You're not going to get any money or ways to make more money at this time, so work isn't expanding at this time, so that's exciting. Maybe, maybe not. King of Cups is here, and this is an emotionally based male energy person who is wanting to be, like, he's feeling left out or something. He's feeling disincluded, or he's going to stand up and whine about it, okay? Just sorry. That's just what I'm getting, is that this person is going to stand up and whine because they don't feel like they're part of this whole situation. So you're like, I want to delegate something to you, but are you going to be around for that? Do you want to be around for that? So figure out whether he's serious about wanting to be there, and then decide if you want to give him a responsibility or not. Because it would be great if he does, but it's different. You know, it's just like, how do I incorporate you into the situation? So, yay. Solution. Like I said, he's going to be kind of a block because he wants to be incorporated, but he hasn't figured out how. Page of Pentacles, your solution. We had the Page of Pentacles here. It's a double whammy. Bam! You're blocked from new information about ways to make more money, and it is your solution. So you will find ways and means to maybe not have to incur the entire cost of a situation. But you could also be getting new job opportunities or other insights on ways to make money at this time. So keep your eyes open. Even though things have been a little stymied, you're going to come out with information in the end, which is good. Another area that is your solution is the Nine of Swords. This isn't something you'll be able to have somebody else take control of, or that it's like you've been hoping that somebody else would be involved in the process, and they're not being that communicative. So it's really hard to count on them for anything, and it's hard when if you want to, like, plan a thing, you got to stay in contact, right? That's how planning works, is a two-headed thing. So be aware you're probably going to be the one in charge of the whole darn thing, reluctantly, of course, because you're like, psh, what? It's not what we planned. But if you go ahead and start delegating certain things to different people who are going to be there, that will be great. Then you'll have less on your plate, and you'll be able to take care of certain things that are on your plate and begin to make that happen. All right? Very cool. And this card here is talking about how working toward your dreams and goals, and double checking and verifying that you're getting there. And if you're not quite there, you might want to change your trajectory a little bit. You're like, you know, I was thinking that we want to do this, like this, whether you want to stay somewhere special, or maybe we just want to stay someplace close. So it might be a difference between close and special, and you might have to make a decision on that. So your dreams and goals might have to be altered or changed to accommodate the situation. Special might be smaller, close might be larger, or vice versa, and you'll have to make a judgment call based on who's coming and all that good stuff. So it's a big deal. I get it, and I appreciate you very much for your interest in making this all happen. Your dreams and goals are coming together. Oh, it's going to be a big deal. I know, reluctantly in charge. Sorry about that. Gemini, you guys are awesome. You can handle this. You always do, and you always come out smelling like a rose. So don't worry. the people will rally up behind you and help you as best they can, all right? So let me go ahead and lay these cards out. And we're going to get an extra card from the Path of the Soul. This is a really neat deck that I'm bringing into the fold. I really, really like them, and I think that you will too, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and put them off to one side. And let's go ahead and see what this is. Ooh. Oh, yeah, this is you. Gemini, you are cutting through the fog, okay? Whatever this idea of a concept is that some people are thinking that they have it all figured out, they don't. They have ideas in a box, da, 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 da. But you can see how you're bringing things together by cutting through them. You're not letting them be all individuals. It's like, no, everybody's going to have to come together here. Watch me go. Follow the line, because you are bringing everyone's ideas into the space, right? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people or situations or ideas all being melded together, all on this common theme, this common line. You're cutting through all the yahoo that's not quite making a decision. You're going to be the defining person who makes the final decision. It's going to be great. You're really going to be able to say your piece, get what you need out of the situation, and it's going to be truly remarkable how awesome that will be for you to bring these people together, to get them on track. And notice how it's like light. Yes, it's a light stick. It's like you bring in the light to illuminate the situation, and then it begins to grow. See how it's growing already? It's permeating one of the bubbles, so that the bubble is getting filled with the light that you're bringing with the light stick. Huzzah! Like a lightsaber. Very cool. So that's a great card. I can see you getting everything going on and being very smart about it. Well done. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your mystery card right here. So your mystery card is the 8 of Wands. All right. So while everything seems a little wonky and strange and a little bit like you're waiting for things to happen, you're actually going to have a lot of things happen all at once. So it'll seem stuck for a minute, and then it'll just take off. And it'll be moving really, really fast. So you're going to be able to cut through the fog. Ta-da! Look, it's going that way. Ta-da-da-ta-ta, right? Perfect. You're definitely going to be able to make things happen very quickly. Decisions will be made quickly. Other people may not have as much time to do plotting and planning with you as you'd like. So it'll be like, okay, let's have a conversation and make a bunch of decisions right now so that we can go off to our corners and delegate and do what we have to do, but not have to be talking all the time. So that it'll be a plan that's made one time, and unless something changes, you guys probably won't have a lot of contact in the aftermath. Does that make sense? All right. It isn't because you don't want to talk, it's because life's busy and getting a hold of people is hard. All right? Super cool. All right, we're going to put that down right there. Nice. Now then, let's get you a pocket full of rocks. All right. What a week, Gemini. What a week indeed. All right. So, we have black tourmaline, we have hematite, and we have a blue calcite. So black tourmaline is a first chakra stone, and it's all about staying grounded and keeping yourself aware of who you are, where you are, what your physical body feels like, and keeping it on the ground. I don't want you to be jumping off things and doing flips and whatnot, because things could go a little awry for you if you do that, okay? We want you to stay grounded this week. Maybe next week you can do flips and things, just not this week. Hematite is also about being grounded, but it's also about how when we carry hematite, it's a first chakra stone, and it also keeps you, people mirroring off of you, right? You show them who you are, and they mirror it back to you. So you get what you give is what comes out of this. So hematite will be an interesting stone for you, in that when you talk to people, if you come off a little hot under the collar or irritated or frustrated, you'll get that back. So we want to make sure that whatever you're sharing with people or however you're talking to people, you're doing it in a way that gives back to you what you're hoping for. You know, if you want someone who's supportive and helpful, you want to start with a supportive and helpful conversation, right? And then you will probably get more out of it. Okay, very cool. Blue calcite is a 5th chakra stone. Sorry about that. And yes, indeed, it's all about speaking clearly, being very clear in a verbal way. Don't expect people to read your mind. They will only understand as much as they can, okay? So you will need to speak clearly at whatever level they're at and get their point of view as well as information, and share very distinctly what you want them to do. It isn't a lot of wishy-washy sort of, I kind of need your help with something, but I kind of don't know what you want to do, and da-da-da-da-da. It's more like, hi, you need to bring the brooms, the dustpans, and the trash cans, and the trash bags, and some ice. Thank you. Like, oh, perfect. Now I know exactly what I want to do. Now you've said specifically what they need to do. And they're like, okay, I can do that. So you've been very clear and concise, and it doesn't, there's no wishy-washiness to it, and they know exactly what is expected of them, and they can do that. All right? Excellent. Very good. I'm going to put these stones down right here. Nice. My goodness, Gemini, you've had an interesting week. All right? So yeah, there's a lot of things that seem a little tumultuous, but I think that the blue calcite is going to help you communicate clearly. Things are going to start happening really fast, and you're really going to be bringing things together and getting people on the same page. You might want to do a group chat or some sort of an email chain that gets everybody on the same conversation so that everybody knows what's being said. That way everyone won't be asking you, what did he say? What do you mean? What about that? Because now there's no question, because it's all in print, and there it is. So I appreciate how particular and you're really going to make it work. Okay, this is going to get really simple. It doesn't have to be too difficult, and it'll be really kind of neato to watch it fall together. Okay, so good for you. You're doing a great job. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Everything is working in the right direction. All right. Now then, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to. You can carry anything you like, and I think these ones would help if you had them. All right. If you want to talk about it, comment below. Let me know how you like the reading or anything else, and I will happily chat with you about it. And once again, if you haven't liked, shared, or subscribed yet, now's a great time to do so. I really appreciate it, and it helps my little channel grow. I'm so close to 1,000. I'm very excited. So come on in. Let's do this. By all means, if you would like to look at the description box below, there's a little more button in the title of the reading. There's a little more button at the end. Boop, pop that little bad boy. It'll show you all kinds of good stuff that goes on down below, like a list of all the decks that I use so that you can buy them for yourself on Etsy or Amazon. You'll also find a calendar of all the different shows that I go to, because I do Renaissance fairs. You can come out to a Renaissance fair and get an in-person reading from me, and that would be so much fun for both of us. I think that you would have a good time. The other thing you'll find is a link for ways to get a private reading over the phone, because not everybody can make it out to the fair, and I totally appreciate that. So I'm here for you in as many ways as I possibly can be, and I look so forward to seeing you next week, right here, right in this same place, and I'll be doing the 9th through the 15th. All right, so I'll see you there. Thank you for being here. Talk to you then.